So for those of you familiar with Goodnight Moon, and if you're not, highly recommend it. So go out today and at least buy the book. So I have here Goodnight Moon, but not only is this the story, which you guys, or most kids, do love, this is a 3D storybook. And to kick off our Literacy Tuesday, the best way to introduce literature to kids is to actually get them excited about reading. And so over here I have, as you can see by the dark green borders, is our, or I'm going to call it for now, our stage. But as you know, it is the room for Goodnight Moon. So this set is actually, it comes with a book. Now this book is relatively huge, which I do love. I love the size of this book. It is so generous and so perfect. But not only that, it comes with props. So I'm actually going, just to prove how amazing it is, I'm going to randomly open it to a page, read it to you, and show you the props. So the page I opened it to says, over here where it's talking about Goodnight Light and Red Balloon, Goodnight Bears, Goodnight Chairs. And so now that we have the props, what the kids like to do is they like to set it up. You know, basically you have the bed, which of course everyone has to have the bed. You have the lady saying hush, you know, and just to show you some of the props, you got the lady in, there we go. She's, you know, on her chair, and then you've got the little boy. He's getting ready for bed, and he's got his really nice blanket. There we go. And first of all, the kids like to actually set it up. But now back to the page that I just read to you, where it says Goodnight Light and Red Balloon. So the kids can actually, as they're reading, see it has the nightstand, and as the kids are reading, what we like, a fun feature is Good Night Light, and they get to actually take it away. The funny thing is, the one thing I do want to point out I found it quite hilarious is this is the red balloon. Not quite red, it is blue, but still perfect. So good night, we took away the light, good night, red balloon, and you know, I get to slowly take away everything from, you know, the set. Another thing is that you can actually have the kids act it out as you read. For example, we can actually completely empty, like we like to call it the stage, or the set, whatever. And you could start in the great green room. There was a telephone, and for the telephone, we would set up the nightstand. Will be our first nightstand. So we'd set up the first nightstand, then add the telephone. And as we're reading the book, we would slowly add the rest of the props. So here we have, alright, here we actually have the telephone. So the kids can actually, you read the book, but the kids are actually acting it out. Another fun thing that you could do with this book, in addition, is that after you read it, the kids, just to kind of see how much the kids understand, you can actually just give the kids all of the props and see what they do. You know, see what they do, see how they, oh, the poor little rabbit. See how they set up the set. Is it according to the book? Is it not? Just something I found and the kids found to be quite adorable is a dollhouse. Yes, it did come with the dollhouse. And that is one of the highlights of the set, in addition to all these amazing features. One thing that I didn't really love about this set, but I will work it out, is that it has these curtains, and it has the pictures just like the book says. So what I'm actually going to do is get Velcro dots in the back and kind of put the Velcro along the room so the kids, you know, to make it more interactive. Good night, you know, 3 bears, and they can actually Velcro it on and Velcro it off versus me actually gluing it to the set and then it's done. You know, the kids don't have that choice. So just to sum it up, this is a pre-literacy. The kids can actually listen to you telling a story, act it out with you, act it out before you play, act it out by themselves. Just some of the really fun things. It has the yarn, you saw the telephone, it has the mittens, it has the added component of OT skills, because the kids, once I get the Velcro, the kids can actually hang up the mittens using their fine motor skills. See, it has the yarn to hang it up. So it has the yarn from the book, the yarn to hang it up. So added OT skills, and you know, just kind of set up the set, and it is just a great set. This is part of a bigger series of 3D storybooks. I'm going to leave the link below. This set I got from Primary Concepts, and I would strongly recommend you actually check them out because, you know, I could just show you the props. It is amazing, and the best way to get your kids excited about literature is to have them act it out, and there's no better way to act out literature than with, you know, these the best book, and with the amazing props. And just something fun, you have the Goodnight Mush over here. Oops, dropped the mush. The mush, the old lady whispering hush. The clock is great. So overall, this is the best set. And I hope you guys will join us again next Tuesday, because we're all here about literature, getting your kids excited to read and write. And Goodnight Moon interactive books is most definitely the best way to start. Have a happy Tuesday, and I hope your kids enjoy literature as much as we have.